My name is Sayan Satra. Today I will be doing electric vehicle with my partner Rohit Chatterjee and Tanmay. But Tanmay is not. So I will cover simplification of electric vehicle, types of electric vehicle, cooperation between electric vehicle and electric vehicle, system components in India, benefits of electric vehicles, lower manufacturing in India, the movement and Indian market for EV, disadvantages of EV, main award, charges, charging stations and consumption and network. So what is electric vehicle? Electric vehicle is a vehicle which is powered by electric battery. It has no emotions like it has no pollutions like IC engines because we running on electricity only. So history of electric vehicle in the year of 1932, it is British inventor Robert Anderson developed the two electric vehicle, but it was on practical gadget. Really in the year of 1890, the American chemist William Morrison made the electric vehicle practically available, and in 6 years the electric vehicle was capable of crossing 49 hours. Classified in the electric vehicle classified into four types: battery electric vehicle, hybrid electric vehicle, plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, fuel cell electric vehicle. Comparison between vehicles and IC engines. So as we know, electric vehicles have no pollutions like IC engines. So the comes of batteries. So they are composite between IC engine vehicle and electric vehicle. Here we
here in the PPT, as you can see, it's a basic difference between what is electric vehicle and like our regular combustion engine vehicle. So, electric vehicle consists of a BLDC motor, which is basically a motor which converts the electrical energy into our mechanical energy, which drives the car itself. And in IC engine, we know that we consist of the engine and gear shafts and crankshaft and clutch shifter and all. So, this is the basic difference. Although there is a catch that electric vehicles are heavier because the batteries are like distributed in cells by the floor, where the CG, like if we go to CG, the gasoline cars, which are like conventional cars, these are lightweighted because these have only engine parts and crankshaft and like gas tanks and all. Next slide, please. So system and components. Here are the components which contains in a EV. With the main thing is powertrain, which converts the electrical energy to the mechanical energy and drives the motor. So we have the AC motor, which is a conductor and also provides the electricity. The instrument cluster, it is basically the dashboard and which provides the information, and also if anything is there any problem or anything like that. So it is acceleration pedal, which is normal, we all know that. Gear level, basically there is no such thing gear level in a EV. It's basically a drive mode in EV. Okay, so here is the electric vacuum pump, and you can see also electronic controller unit. Basically it controls the whole car, and electric vacuum pump, it is basically used for the braking system. Next slide please. So here are the BLDC motor components over here. we have a three-phase AC inductor in BLDC motor. The thermal sensor, which like when the battery is overheated, it indicates us has to be cooled down or something like that. Next slide, please. It is like whenever we are driving a car or driving any motor, the electric energy is converting into mechanical energy. So it is a differential like transactional differential ratio which drives the motor, which turns the torque actually. So the ratio is 10.83:1. Next slide, please, sir. So I already said about the gear levels. There are like gear levels called forward, power boost, neutral, and reverse. Forward means you can drive normally. Power boost just contains more energy, so it gives the vehicle a boost, which can like you can accelerate so much faster than normal. Neutral, we all know what is neutral for, to keep the car in position. And the reverse is for obviously reversing the vehicle. Next one. It is the cluster, or you can say dashboard. It provides all the information you needed, and also the speedometer, like battery percentage and all. So it is a, you can say, dashboard for an electric vehicle. Next one. Electronic controller unit. It is the basic of an EV. If you are driving an EV, these things is contained in an EV, and it's like a heart of an EV. TCU, it is traction control unit. A traction control is provided in each and every vehicle. It is to like if you turn a corner and there is a centrifugal force which resists the vehicle to like turn over. So traction control is provided in EV separately. Charging unit, which controls the charging of the battery. IEMS, which is intelligent energy management system. Due to the all components which are electrically controlled in the EV, so it is a management system which provides each and every parts of the vehicle good like distributed energy. The BLDC motor, I have already told, BLDC motor, it converts the electrical energy to the mechanical energy, and it controls HVAC compressor, which is also cooling system provided in the EVs. Next slide, sir. It is a pedal. It is a brake pedal and acceleration pedal, as well as some hybrid cars also have clutch shifter. We don't include that. Next slide, sir. So it is a battery controller unit. We use lithium phosphate batteries. There are 23 batteries mostly used in each and every EV, and they are like separated in 5 parts to the floor of the EV. Here we can say like mounted on the, it can be mounted on the rear or front on the fuel tank. Well, we use fuel tank normally in IC engine cars. It almost weighs around 175 kgs, and each battery is protected by another fuse and due to like prevent the short circuit between a car. Next slide, sir. So brake vacuum. It's a very important thing. A EV has much more acceleration than a top speed. It is way too easy to accelerate. So the braking system here provided is used by a vacuum pump. The vacuum pump is basically electrically operated. Okay. So and also it uses IMs, which is the intelligence. I forgot the term. I'm sorry. So it is a system which includes that whenever you are going to a speed or whenever you are speeding up, the brake or the ABS system gets turned on and the car slows down itself. It's a sensor, and also whenever the chain brake light is on, you must not speed up. Yes, sir. It is a workshop readiness to like whenever you are working with a AV. The most important things are these stations and mainly insulated lugs, because all the components are electrical and you are like you don't want to get shocked. That's why. Next slide. So EV manufacturers are in India. There are plenty of companies right now manufacturing EV cars like our renowned Tata, MG, also Mahindra, Hyundai, some of the cars, and we all know the global market of the EV as well. we have Tesla, Reva, the Chinese BYD and Renault, Nissan, etc. Next slide. Benefits of EV. So that is the main purpose of giving this PPT presentation. So EV has its own advantages, that is low maintenance cost. If you buy an EV, there is so much going on ICE engine car. There is a engine, there is a gear shifters, clutch shifters, gear modules, or everything. But it contains only a battery, some AC conductors, and a motor, and that provides you the low maintenance cost at long run. It has no noise. The logic is simple. There is no gears, there is no crankshaft at all, so there will be no noise. Low running cost, as I said, if you charge in one go, it can provide you like 450 kilometers max, which is max right now. But in commercial vehicles, you can get 120 to 150 kilometers in one shot easily. No more fuel price hikes. We all know what are the hikes we are going through in petroleum market and petroleum industry. So like there is no fuel will be used while using EV. Easy to drive. We all know that we can't go through any gear shifters and all. There is no clutch as well. So it is easy to drive. The gear module is very dry. Environment friendly. Obviously there is no emission of carbon. There is no burning of fuel. So it is always environment friendly. Comfortable cabin and more storage options, because there is no engine in the front trunk or back trunk. So you can say we can have more cabin space. And government initiatives, which is very like right now it is a very big part of our Indian government as well. Government has given subsidies while we are buying EVs. Also, the current news which is providing, the West Bengal government should be giving subsidies from the May 2022 while we buy an EV. Next slide, sir. EV is future-proof, of course, because gasoline like the fossil fuels are receding. So EV is our next future. Next slide, sir. So global market of electric vehicle. As we see, 2020 hits us like what we can say thunder. We had COVID, and that drops down the market by 1/3 of the vehicle industry. Also, the second wave when came, it dropped down. You can see by the numbers, 60% overall drop on year. But there is a thing that most of the vehicle when registered or when like they were booked, 70% of them were on record EVs. Next slide, see. So commitment and Indian market of EV. There are more, as my partner said, there are 4 types of EV mainly in Indian market as well, which is BEV, battery electric vehicle, hybrid electric vehicle, which is like an electric vehicle with an ICE engine option. Plug-in electric vehicle, it's like plug-in and go, that's an electric vehicle, and fuel cell electric vehicle, it uses hydrogen fuel to run the vehicle. As we can see, our Indian market targets 80% of two-wheelers like motorcycles, scooters, auto rickshaws and all. 70% of commercial usage like ride-hailing, Uber, Rapido, Ola, this type of 70% of commercial cars. 50% of electrifying of all vehicles by 2025, and 40% of buses and 30% of our private daily usage cars. Next slide, sir. So disadvantages of EV. EV has its own disadvantages in itself. The first is recharge points. To be very clear, our Indian infrastructure is not ready for EV right now, because we don't have any charging points, and like there is much more petrol pumps or you say fuel station than recharging points. Then comes electricity isn't free. We know that still we are getting most of the electricity out of fossil fuels like coal and all everything. So electricity comes with a great cost, and if you want to fuel a EV car, the only fuel we have is electricity, and that comes from the power plants and all. So initial investment is cheap. Yes, EV is costly because it has a lot of technology in it. It has a circuit and wiring in it. So it costs much more than a normal vehicle, like normal IC engine vehicle. Short driving range, yes, it has a short driving range, and the refueling infrastructure isn't good in India. So in like one church we can go up to a point and then we just get over there and don't have find any charging centers and all. So it is a short driving range. Longer recharge time, yes, it gets to like even a whole day can recharge your whole EV. So you can like to 0 to 100 you can get taken for a day. Silence is a disadvantage. Yes, it is, and it is a disadvantage because like in India the crowd is way too much, and sound itself helps us in India to run the vehicle. So there is no sound. There will be like no information to driver can be given. Okay, only by the horn. And battery replacement, EV battery like lasts only 3 to 10 years only. So that's an issue as well. So here you can see charging stations. This AC level 1 and AC level 2. These are the most commonly used charging stations. It can be included in your house as well. And this is a DC fast charger which is implemented by our Elon Musk, Tesla, the owner of Tesla. It is nowadays getting very popular in countries like UK and USA, but it is not that much popular in Indian market. Next slide, sir. So conclusion, EV and hybrids are definitely more environment friendly, but we all know that India right now isn't ready for an EV. Because India has so much more to grow, and batteries recycling and batteries manufacturing is way too much like nifty stuff right now. It's like when you recycle a battery or say something like that, it creates more of a pollution. So when an EV gets recycled or anything like that, it omits very much chemical pollutants and all that affects our nature as well. So the references we took is from Google, YouTube and manufacturing organizations. So it is a slogan: one car, one mission, no zero emission and zero trouble. Thank you to all for giving us your time. Thank you Mr. Shomin sir, and I want to thank my HOD, Mr. Dr. Bhattacharjee as well.